I think the last time we spoke, it was November, December,
Yeah.
just after you
Netflix.
launched the album, right?
Yeah.
How
No,
was
the Netflix series, not the series.
It was so no. I think I spoke to you on the day the album was launched, right?
Yeah.
And we spoke very briefly about the album because I was more interested
Yeah.
about you and
Yeah.
all your other maneuvers and your doings in Japan and so forth. But
Yes, sir.
how was the album received locally and internationally? Just from your own analysis.
It's been amazing, man. It's been amazing. You know, it did exactly what I thought it would do and what I wanted it to do, what I was hoping for it to do. Because I did something very different on there, and I was kind of nervous about it. You know what I
Right.
mean? But the reception was great, man.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Any like shout outs from role models or people that inspired you that were like, man, you killed it?
It got me recognized, and it got me like a lot of DMs from guys that I thought I'd have to be that side to meet.
Right.
You know, a lot of them reached out and was like, yo, we have to get some in, like, ASAP.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And should we talk about the documentary a little bit?
Whatever.
Man, I told you I lived in Japan for a couple of years, and I'm still very much obsessed with the place, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you are too.
Very.
But isn't it like once you go to Japan, there's this Japan bug that just goes into your stomach and
It's like
never
you
leaves.
have to go back. It's like
Of
you
course,
have to
right?
every now
And
then.
I was planning to go back, I think, this past year, but COVID and everything else, so it's just on pause. How was the documentary? So I personally loved it, right? Because I think you did a few things that not a lot of other artists have done before, and this was really important to me. And that was the mere fact that I think you showed a much realer side of Japan, outside of the fantasy world that the YouTube videos and the memes create about Japan, right?
Yeah.
So how was the documentary received? I was at the launch, but how was it received again?
Again, really, really dope. You know, made a lot of people want to go to Japan, which was, I feel like, one of the most important parts of it.
Right.
Yeah, again, like people respected how I looked at Japan.
Right.
You know, like we went there with a different idea in mind. We went there thinking, okay, we're gonna be blown away by fashion and art, and we were, but most importantly, it was just like how the people are,
Right.
how the culture is there, how people look at each other. How the place made me feel inside, you know, aside from how beautiful it is, but just how it made me feel inside, dog. And that was amazing.
Are you planning to bring any of the artists that you worked with that side to South Africa,
Definitely.
man?
Yeah, that's in the plans, dog.
Yeah?
That's in the plans. Yeah,
Good.
they want to come here. They want to be blown away as much as I was when I was there.
Man, I would love to see some of that because
Definitely.
who was the young artist that you were working with? Yoshi.
JP, Yoshi, yeah.
Yoshi, man. What an inspiring and interesting character, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, dog.
I-
Infectious personality, bro.
So definitely bring him on.
Yeah.
I definitely want to meet him and like
I'm telling you, he'll make your day. Doesn't matter what you're going through.
I would love to see that.
telling you.
Let's talk about fashion, man. I saw the merch that came with the podcast that we are here for, of course.
Yeah.
And good quality stuff, man.
Appreciate it.
But now I want to know how are you planning the fashion game? Are you planning to launch something? Are you planning to contribute to South African urban fashion? What's the plan?
Definitely. So I'm working on something right now, something really exciting. I have been wearing a couple of the pieces just to like tease people, see how they react to it,
Right.
without even saying it's mine or it's coming out or whatever.
Which one right now?
Nah, not any right now. But just like I've just been wearing it out to the club and stuff, and people was just like, "Yo, what is that?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's this brand I found online."
Right.
Yeah.
On what
But
is
it's
this?
coming.
Yeah, man. Anyways,
Yeah.
cool. Let's talk about Zulu Man with Some Power podcast here at this amazing studio, and shout outs to Old Mutual for organizing
sir.
and facilitating this, man.
Yes, sir.
What are you hoping to achieve? I saw that you've got basically all the A-listers, so to speak, in the industry. What are you hoping to achieve with the podcast?
I just hope it inspires cats out there who want to be artists or who want to take this journey in whichever way, who just want to be in the media space. I hope it helps them prepare for it, the psych that comes with it, how smart you have to be, the most important things to learn, especially early on, to be prepared for the challenges, to know the most important parts and aspects of the business, you know what I mean? And also just like to remind them to have fun with it, and always keep the best and like closest people that they have in their lives, close with them at all times, even through like your career, like coming up and stuff like that, because it will make you go crazy, you know. So these are all the things we speak about with the different guests that I have on the show, and just like the stuff that I speak about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a few names in the briefing, but do you want to tell us more about who are you planning to bring onto the show?
Oh yeah, we have Black Coffee on the show. We have Jay Kids, the guy who produced Black and White. We have DJ Who Kid, legendary mixtape DJ. We have Caesar Loma on there. We have Mosey on there. We have Slick on there. Teleman, Rollie,
A whole,
Jam Pack.
the whole crew basically.
The whole crew, yeah.
I have a question because I also tend to work with a lot of the centennials or the Generation Z people, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of are like the lonesome wolf in this big crowd of, I guess, millennials and people who happen to be older. What is that like for you, man? Just being like literally, and by saying the young kid on the block, I don't necessarily mean small. You are definitely, but in terms of age, you are the young kid on the block. And how has that experience been for you? Have you had challenges or difficulties in terms of getting yourself heard by people who've been in the industry a bit longer purely because of their age?
Well, there were challenges, but I wouldn't say I had the challenges because of my age or whatever. I think anyone would get these same challenges. Like if you're an artist of my kind, you would have went through the same stuff. You know what I mean? Age has never really played a huge part in my successes or challenges or anything like that.
I really love what you're saying there because I think when we try to speak to a lot of young people, and I think this has become like a South African problem. There's always this very much like victimization by the self-imposed victimization that I'm not being heard because of my age or because of this or that. And I really find that refreshing about you that you kind of just don't care, man.
The internet changed all that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how old you are now. We see 13-year-old kids blowing up. We see 15-year-old kids blowing up.
Very true.
Yeah, dog, it happens.
Any 13-year-old kids that you think has potential and we should be watching, or?
Nah, not any that I've seen, like, you know. But there's definitely a lot of very, very young up-and-coming artists, especially here in SA, man, that are coming up. I have a couple favorites. There's Lucas Raps. There's Stella. I don't know if you know Stella, female. She's so dope, bro. She raps, but she sings also.
Wow.
There's Tyler. There's a couple from Cape Town also. There's Anika, young girl from Cape Town. Voice of gold, bro. Like she's amazing, bro. I'm telling you, like you're gonna see all this stuff in like a year or 2 years.
Are you signing them onto tour racks or?
Not even. I don't like doing that, though. I don't like just like hugging people. No, dog. I support. I show my love. I make sure they understand I'm there, dog. Should they ever need any advice or whatever, and I just like to watch. You know, I don't want to interfere in people's come up like that. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
How are things with tour racks?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Any new artists that we should be watching?
Nah. Main focus right now is Rollie.
Okay, the only artist that you're still pushing.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
How was her album received? I think she launched in when was it? December.
Yeah, around that time. November.
November. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good, man. You know, obviously challenges with COVID, lockdown and stuff like that. It's really hard to push like a even though she's like established in a way, she still has to like prove, you know, her artistry and all that type of stuff. And it's kind of hard to do when you can't really bring her to the people's face like that and really just that like connect the name to the, you know what I mean?
No. That does make sense, man.
But she's doing great though, man. She works hard, bro.
Great.
Yeah.
I want to ask some fun questions.
Let's get it.
Let's assume that we are all going to get vaccinated and we can all travel again. Top 5 countries on your list right now that you are like itching to go to.
Bro, I'd have to even split that list. So for work, definitely want to be in the States, especially with the people that have been hitting me up right now, though. There's some great opportunities that I feel like I'd grasp even more, like if I was there. Like I can still take action right now, but if I was there, I feel like it would work quicker, more organic, and it would just fly. I'd be out of here. So the States, the UK, and then for pleasure, back to Japan. I have to go to Namibia. I want to go back to Germany. Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to tell us who are the potential features in the
Nah.
States and the UK?
Nah, I don't want to say it. I don't want
Nah?
to say it. Nah.
No, but I must tell you that I think I told you this, that after you were signed with Def Jams, I thought honestly you're gonna like relocate to the States.
That was the plan, man. Not to relocate permanently, but just to be on the ground a bit more that side. It would make work a lot easier, make connections a whole lot easier. You know?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I look forward to it, man. I think I just can't wait to hear more of you on more songs and more
Trust me,
features.
this year coming hard.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me.
I guess we have to have a conversation off track just just to get a little bit more
Gotcha.
excited about it all.
Gotcha, man.
That's amazing. In terms of working with, I think, other artists in the region, in the African continent, is anything else cooking? Afrobeats
Yeah.
is really taking over, man.
Yeah. I did. It's not really Afrobeats, but it's a cat from Nigeria. I did a song with Black Bones. Also, one of the I don't know if up and coming is the right term for him, but also up and coming artist from Africa who's amazing. I'm also working on something with Alpha P, also from Nigeria. Also crazy. That kid's vocals are crazy. Yeah, and then I think I got sent a feature request like 2-3 days ago. Afrobeats, really vibey also.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's I mean, look, I always loved Afrobeats, and I grew up in different parts of the continent myself. From east to southern to north,
Yeah.
right? So I'm quite familiar with those sounds, but
Yeah.
I never really, in those early years, kind of like imagined it to be as huge as it is today.
Right.
Whereas now, a lot of people in like my network and music lovers, so
Yeah.
to speak. When we share music, I kid you not, the things that my friends in like North America and Europe are sharing with me are 75% Afrobeats. And I'm like, how?
Yeah, it grew, man. It's a global thing now.
It certainly is. Are
Yeah.
you planning to, adjust and change your sound a little bit more in line with Afrobeats because it's trending, or not really? You're going to keep it hip hop
No.
for what it is?
Nah, man, I fell in love with hip hop. I don't think that could change. I'm definitely I'm down to do an Afrobeat song if it's someone else's,
Right.
you know. But yeah, not for myself. No.
No, I was thinking the same thing. I
Yeah.
was interviewing a Nigerian artist, quite big. Don't want to mention his name until the interview is published. But
Yeah.
I was talking to him, and I asked him, are there any South African artists that you are inspired by and you would like to feature with? He dropped your name, but
Oh,
immediately
yeah.
at the back of my name, I was like, Afrobeats, nasty.
how?
I'm not. It's like I was like, how is that going to work? But
Yeah.
it's good to know that you have done some, and
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
planning to do more. That's
Yeah, hell yeah.
really amazing. What are the final things you're working on before I leave the stage, man? What should be watching for in 2021? What are the things that we need to look out for as far as Nasty is concerned?
Couple projects. I want to do at least 3 projects this year, at least. And then just drop a couple loosies, a couple loose songs with a lot of collabs, from here, Africa, SA, from stateside. It's a kid in Brazil we're trying to do something with. I definitely want to do some more stuff with my guys in Japan. So a lot of collabs, a lot of content, all that type of stuff, man. See, as we're shooting this right now, part of the plan.
This place is amazing, man. And can you believe it's for $4.99? Yeah?
Yeah.
Insane.
It's dope what they're doing, man.
It's amazing.
It really
I was
is.
thinking that even us as Odd Magazine are going to come and utilize this place a bit more, perhaps.
Yeah. Hit up Amp, man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
Shout
fucking
outs
plug,
to shout outs to Old Mutual again and
For
Amp
sure.
Studios, man. Thank you, Nasty.
Thank you for coming, G. Appreciate you, man.
Anytime, man. I look forward to everything you're going to be getting done this year. And I always enjoy talking to you. We've got to do Japan together, man.
Definitely.
I feel like
Definitely.
I need to take you to rural side of Japan because there's a specific kind of magic there that the urban cities
I'm
don't
down,
have.
dog. I've
Yeah.
only seen Tokyo, so
Really, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to take you to the other places,
let's
try
just
some of
get it.
the good food on the countryside.
for
Great
sure.
stuff. Thank you once again.
Bless.
And
Bless up.
always look forward to speaking to you, man.
My G.
Keep well.
Bless.